Now, as you will notice on the ball, there's the clovers, the major one in the center, the one that says left mass A, right mass A, jump, and then up. The dots above are jump follow, standard jump, and jump draw. Now, the way this is actually done is you'll always be striking the clovers. The whole key to this is the clovers. That's where you will always strike. That's where your tips will hit. Now, in order to do this, what you're going to do is, if you want to take and do just a standard jump, you put the standard jump straight up and down, strike the M, and I'll show you that correct angle here in a minute. Then if you want to do a jump draw, then you put the jump draw dot up on top, you hit this M, and then if you want to do a jump follow, you put the blue on top, strike this, you will jump, the ball will follow. Now, if you want to do a jump mass A, you put it on standard jump here, and hold your cue. Don't hold your cue at an angle, a cross angle. Make sure that it runs parallel to the direction of the ball. And then when you put it on standard jump and then hit over here on the little clover, then it will go up, over, and then it will bend. If you get good enough with it, the biggest problem you have is hitting it too hard or hitting it too soft. So you have to kind of figure out the speed, the pressure of the cloth, how it takes it and allows it to function. But you will find that you can jump draw, you can jump draw mass A, you can jump draw follow, or you can do just standard mass A's with it on jumping. And this is real neat. This is all based on the pressure of the core. Imagine a pearl or BB embedded in the center, and at all times you're going to be aiming at that angle. And as long as you're putting pressure on that core, the ball is going to have energy in, it has to go somewhere, and then the energy out will release. So what we'll do now is we'll go right straight to the jump cue ball, and we'll see just exactly some different ways of actually approaching the angle, the cue, and then how it performs. All right, let's get right to it. Okay, we're starting now. The cues that are going to be used today will be the NGO1 Stinger from McDermott, and then our handle that's with McDermott with the big boy shaft on it. I'll be doing these with actually leather, not phenolic even, but that's to show you the performance of this leather. And of course we have our jump trainer. Now, the thing about new balls, they're so slick that if you took a little Scotch Guard pad or whatever, kind of clean the bottom of them, this will make them jump a lot better. But when you get extremely clean cloth, extremely clean balls, what happens is the ball doesn't want to scoot, and then before it rises, it has a lot. It's called a squirt. It moves a little, then jumps. That is because of the squirt factor. But with the proper striking technique, putting pressure on the core, as I explained, then we'll be able to do it. So what we're going to do now is I'm going to do just a simple standard jump. I put the standard jump straight up and down, and I'm just going to strike the M. And I'm going to use a little short cue because I'm playing less than 2 diamonds away. Now, as you will also notice, that's an extremely difficult shot. So what I'm fixing to do is I'm going to zoom in on it so you can actually see where I'm going to go strike the ball. You can see I've got it positioned right where the jump draw dot, and you see where the clover is. That kind of gives the indication. Standard jump, I'm going to put it right here, and now I'm going to strike this ball. Now, you'll see a red mark on this ball. This red mark, if you take the red mark, and if you was to put that dot on the table, right there, that actually shows you the angle of the cue ball. Now you see where I'm pointing at the core? A lot of people think this is where you strike. No, you're not putting pressure on the core. That's an extreme draw. What you have to do is you have to find the core and go all the way through it. And that's where this red line comes in right here. That gets you the correct angle. Now what we're going to do is we're going to put it there. I'm going to open the view up so that you can see where I'm needing to be. And here we go. I'm opening it up. Sorry about all the deal, but all the shaking stuff. We're doing this on the fly. Okay. If you will notice, I'm going to strike the ball right on the M right here. Now, the biggest problem a lot of people do is they get out here like this and they're too far back and their mechanics drop. You can't do that. This cue has got notches on it, which is McDermott, and depending on how close the shot is, you come in tight on the notches. This notch right here is what I would use right here. Now, me being short and I want to jump here, I've got one more I've added to the shaft because I'm a short person. But all I do is here is I come in and I'm right here. Now you see where I've got striking room at the back? You see my fingers there on that one? It's the same difference. See, you can use the groove with this finger, that finger, this one. This helps to keep pressure and gives you room to stroke without pulling the cue around. So let's do just a normal handspan jump, standard jump. And if you'll notice, I've got room to swing back here by grabbing. Grabbing back here causes you to overdrive the ball, and this is all about finesse right here. Now, as you saw, that was just a standard jump. So now I'll set it up for the second jump. The second jump that we're fixing to do is going to be a jump draw. So to do the jump draw, I find the jump draw, which is in red. I put it top, dead center, just like this. Now, I'm going to strike the M. Now, as a little added bonus, that is the correct location. But what you might want to do is take the tip and put it at 6 o'clock on that M to give you the preferred draw so you get a lot more response. You can only deviate so much from the core. If you deviate away from the core, you're not putting enough pressure, then the ball has trouble lifting. So what you can do is you can change the angle, come in a little steeper, but stay 6 o'clock, just like this. And as you see, I'm down, short person, I'm down my short mark, our little finger on this one. So now I'm just going to shoot just a basic, simple draw. And as you see, the ball jumps, has no draw problem, and that's using the jump draw. So let's set up for the next one. Now we are going to shoot a jump follow. On a jump follow, we find it's labeled in blue, jump follow. We put that dot straight up, and we're going to strike the M. You can strike in the center, and that's going to give you a little follow. If you go 12 o'clock on that M, then you're actually going to be right on top of doing probably max follow. And as you notice, it hit the ball and then drove forward and went on through. And that shows you standard jump, jump draw, jump follow. Now I'm going to set up, we're going to do jump masse. Okay, now we're fixing to do one of the tricky shots. It's a jump masse. And what you're going to find, sometimes you can't jump because there's a ball right here and it's in your landing zone. Generally, your landing zone is you take there the cue ball and it's half the distance. So you need to come in with that or no more than say probably another 4 or 5 balls past that middle zone. That's your landing zone. So what we're going to do is I'm going to jump this ball out to about here, and then the masse part will take over, go down and make the 1-9 combination. Like I said, it's a real tricky shot. It comes up all the time. Of course, here's another option. if you don't do a jump mass A, you can always do what we call a jump kick shot. You can jump to the rail, kick into it, and do it that way. I mean, you know, you can use a jump, do a jump rail kick shot. There are just several options for using the jump shot. Let's see if we can. Now, the biggest thing about it is most people will take and aim like here, then they turn the cue out like that. You can't do that. You got to stay in line, get centered up on the big M. You got to have the standard jump dot up. With the standard jump dot up, you line up to the M, just past the 7. You're going down this track right here. Okay? By doing that, all you do is you just bring the cue over in just a straight shift over. Now all you have to do now is strike, like in this case, the right mass A. Okay, now you see what you need to do to practice to do a mass A. The left mass A works identically the same, and so this shows you a standard jump, jump draw, jump follow, a jump mass A, and everything applies as the cue ball is there. It is physically absolutely set up mathematically so that if you set those up the way I've described in this video, you will be able to jump. Probably you can nab a few more wins by using this trainer. And like I said, if you have any questions, you can always give me a call, and our email, McDermott, it'll get to me and we can get right back to you. All right? And if you're thinking about getting this ball, it's the best training aid you'll ever find. All right, we thank you. Bye. Here's an added bonus for doing it in the dart technique style. In some cases, some people don't do an underhand. They like to do what we call the dart method. Well, I have basically these notches fit the taller people and then the average height right here. But the dots all on the cue ball still line up the same. All it is you get up here, you can see right here, all the action I need is just in my wrist, right there. That's all, and you hold it as loose as you can. You come back, you aim it, you put it on beside your cheek, you aim it just like a gun, you come back, you put it on it, strike the end, and there's your shot. All right? That shows you that. Now, if you get out into other places on the table that's a little bit trickier to jump, there's absolutely nothing wrong with shooting like an air bridge. If you want to practice it, all you do is you get out here, put standard jump, lock your elbow here, and you can jump that way. So that just gives you a few little added bonuses. You know, if you get into the full instructions like at Q-Tech, you know, and possibility I'll produce a video later that will get detailed into all this, but this is just to give you the instructions to use the cue ball to start developing your jump game. All right? Thank you.